Ducks Unlimited has kind of grown to be a big part of our lives, and the hunting heritage aspect for me is probably the biggest part. I've had the pleasure of introducing not only the 3 sons, but also a couple of the son-in-laws and all of the grandkids so far. They've, for the most part, have taken their first duck with me, and it has really grown into something that it's a family affair. We're a big family, but we all hunt.
We have 6 children, 11 grandchildren, and 11 great-grandchildren. All of the grandchildren and great-grandchildren are legacy green wings, and a couple of the grandchildren now are life sponsors. 4 of the 6 children that we have are Ducks Unlimited life sponsors also. Ducks Unlimited it's a family, and it's part of our family. And you go to the conventions and you go to the different functions and you meet people that you've known for years. I mean, I've known some of the Ducks Unlimited people as long as I've known some of my relatives.
I guess one of the nicest things about Ducks Unlimited is that they prioritize where the money goes. We don't spend it on projects just to appease somebody's wishes. We put it where it's needed the most. I've watched the duck trends go up and I've watched them go down, and we've been here all along. And I try to tell people, when duck populations down in our country are down, just think what they would be if Ducks Unlimited wasn't doing what we're doing. It probably wouldn't be very much fun. But it's very important that my family and the enjoyment that they've had from waterfowling continue to share and to provide this same environment for their kids and their grandkids to keep it going.
DU means a lot to our family and always has. There's on our property up in northern Michigan, there's a marker that tributes to my father that says, "In these woods he laughed, walked, talked, shared, and listened." It doesn't say hunted, doesn't say, shot the biggest buck or the most ducks. It says those things. And I think that's what DU is really about, and what he and my mother shared with us. You can have tremendous experience in the out of doors, and we continue to have with our boys, without ever killing a single thing, without ever necessarily even hunting. It's the experience in those out of doors and in nature. It's the conservation ethic that surrounds all of that is really critical. In our planning, we talked about, besides what we would like to do for our children, what other interests do we really believe in, and do we want to protect, and do we want to encourage, maybe through the kinds of choices we're making, for our kids to sort of understand, well, that was really important to Mom and Dad, and I wonder if we should sort of get engaged in those types of things as well. We don't force anything upon them, but by making selections, I think, like we have, to include Ducks Unlimited in our will and our estate planning, I think it will send a signal to them, and maybe they'll ask more questions as they get older. Why did you do that? What is that all about? And that's really why we made that decision.
Preserving the environment for future generations, our children and their children, is something that we think is extremely important. And so what better to speak of your intentions in your life than your will? And so setting it down in your will makes it very, very clear to people that this was important to you in your life, and you hope that it's important to them in the future.
I'm a little more conscious of taxes due to the number of taxes, the amount of taxes that I pay. And so what we usually do, for the most part, is transfer stock, appreciated stock, to Ducks Unlimited, and kind of get 2 for 1. You end up with achieving your goals in Ducks Unlimited giving in the plan, but you also save the taxes on the appreciated stock. And I'm kind of all for saving taxes every time you can. So very important that we continue this type of work, get young people involved. There's enough ducks here for me in my lifetime, but I want to make sure there's ducks for the grandkids and the great-grandkids, and that's what it's going to take. It's going to take people stepping up to the plate, willing to make things happen. That's what we want to do.
this may be is every bit as important, if not more so, than a life sponsor or a major donor pin, because it's saying for future generations, when we're not here, but when the same hopefully marshes are and the woods and streams and lakes and so forth that really matter, hopefully some of the stuff that we've done through the Feather Society will promote things for generations to come.